Hidden in the price of any article is the simple cost of moving it. For moving things costs money. And for a very long time, no one realized just how much. In fact, it can be anything from 15 to as much as 85% of the total cost of an article. Over many parts of its field, industry has developed very efficient ways of handling things. But at many points, our methods are still rather primitive, usually because we are so used to looking that we no longer see. So we waste our labor when we shift things. We waste our space when we can't stack them high enough, and we waste our time when we move them one by one. It's an immense problem to eliminate this waste. The answer lies in new ideas. This is a pallet. A simple wooden platform. But on it you can load goods, like a tray. And that's the point. For the more you can combine and move as one unit, the lower handling costs will be. And to move the pallet with its unit load, the forklift truck. Some of them will lift 2 tons, others nearly 20. Here is industry's newest tool, for it will not only lift the unit load and carry it about, but will also stack it higher than any man could reach, neatly and securely, in one simple operation. Then there are the pallet trucks, pulled by hand or power-driven, little fellows, but doing a man-sized job. They don't stack the unit load, but they do carry it about much more economically on longer trips than the costly forklift truck. Teamed up or separately, the savings they make in time, space, and labor can be nothing less than revolutionary. Let's see the system in practice. And it is a system. Every stage of the moving process can be planned, right down to the loading pattern which ensures the stability of the load. And you not only ensure the loads are stable, you also make them uniform, something which later will have many practical advantages. Made up as the cases come off the production line, the unit load will remain unbroken through factory storage and warehouse, sometimes right to its final destination. At every stage, system and planning. So great is the potential that warehouses have been specially designed for the technique. No pillars or stanchions get in the way. Even the dimensions of the buildings have been calculated to be multiples of pallet widths. Storage areas are marked so that tiers can be placed accurately, and the stacks are built up exactly according to plan, making the best possible use of storage space. An ingenious mechanism fitted to some forklift trucks is a device called a side shift, which can adjust unit loads sideways into position. Now, the practical advantages of uniformity in the pallet load becomes apparent. Stocks can be checked in unit loads instead of individual packages. Think of trying to count these packages one by one. More time is saved again when the cartons are sent off. The unit load is run straight onto the lorry, which can be loaded by one man in 15 minutes, instead of 3 men taking maybe a full hour. Loading is not only quicker, it's safer. By keeping the goods in unit loads, there is less likelihood of damage through handling or in transit. To the railways too. So important is unit load transport that specially designed pallet vans are being developed. Unlike ordinary goods wagons, pallet vans have two compartments, each of the same dimensions, designed to take the unit loads without any wasted payload space. When the unit loads are in, no more than an inch or so is left between, to be filled by separator boards which prevent the cartons slipping about. In front of the first lot of pallets, more boards are positioned. Then, in go the next loads. When the fork truck moves out for the last time, not an inch of space is wasted. It's a matter of moments to fix the retaining stanchions, and the door can be closed. It has taken 2 men 15 minutes to load a van, which by hand would have taken 3 men nearly 4 times as long. And that's only one van. Multiplied by thousands and nationwide, the future savings will be enormous. But that is only the basic technique. With ingenuity, the variations are endless. Remember those huge reels of paper? They each weigh over a ton, and look what a boom attachment on a forklift truck can do with them. Since the reels can now be stacked, twice as much can be stored in the same warehouse. The truck is endlessly versatile. It only needs a hook and it becomes a crane. And the bigger the truck, the bigger the crane, the bigger the job it can do. Using squeeze clamps like giant hands, drums can be lifted 2 or 4 at a time. And the same attachment can be used with bales or even packing cases. Fit another attachment in the foundry and the big truck will lift 5 tons of white-hot ingot in its iron fingers. There are countless possibilities, like the rotating head. Yet another device can do any amount of arduous and often unpleasant shoveling. And to complete the labor saving, it has a tip scoop as well. This may not look like a race against time, but large or small, with special attachments or simply using the basic principle of the unit load, the forklift truck has already made an enormous impact on industry. And this is still only the beginning. Reaching out even to the airfields and dockyards of the country, in their own field of moving things, the forklift truck and the pallet have produced a revolution. Today, planes as well as lorries and trains and ships are being designed to take the unit load. In the field of materials handling, with new ideas and new developments, costs can be cut. For time, space, and effort wasted is money wasted. And waste is something that no one can afford.